very difficult act to follow. I don't think it's fair. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Assistant Chief Sherry Dean. Bonjour, bonsoir. Halifax Regional Fire and Emergency and Nova Scotian and its emergency partners had a very extraordinary year. Environmental impacts from climate change have plagued our city in each season and challenged our firefighters, residents, government officials, and businesses. Our firefighters, our support divisions, are responding to emergencies, but they're also trying to keep their families and their properties safe. These are our communities. Our wildfire community was my community, and I just happen to live on the right side of the highway. Il y a presque exactement un an, l'ouragan Fiona a touché notre région. Des pannes d'électricité généralisées ont touché plus de 60% des Néo-Écossais. Des tas de gens ont été déclarés et il a fallu des semaines pour rétablir les infrastructures. On May 28th, a wildfire started in our Tantallon area. The fire covered almost 800 hectares before it was contained. More than 16,000 residents were evacuated immediately. 151 homes were lost. Dozens more were damaged. 3 of our own members lost their homes that day, and yet they remained on the front line, fighting to save the homes of their neighbors, knowing that their homes had been completely lost. Au même moment, le plus grand feu de forêt de l'histoire de notre province a détruit 235 km² dans le comté Shelburne. Dans une province où les collectivités rurales comptent sur le pompier volontaire, les feux de forêt prolongés et dévastateurs ont touché centaines de promesses intervenant en première ligne sur le lieu de travail et avec leurs familles. We were very lucky not to lose any human life, and it is beyond the dreams of our firefighters that was possible, but it wasn't without heroic efforts from our people. We had 2 firefighters that boarded a pickup because they couldn't take a fire truck through the conditions, and they went into homes that were burning and grabbed a gentleman out of his home as the home itself was engulfed in flames. If it were not for the heroic efforts of those men, that life would have been lost. In a changed climate environment, all emergency services are challenged to reevaluate our usual approaches at life safety and property conservation. En juillet, alors que notre communauté venait tout juste de reconstruire, certaines parties de Halifax ont reçu près de 250 mm de pluie de quelques heures. Les routes principales et les ponts étaient impraticables. Les interventions des urgences n'ont pas excédé les personnes dont le besoin. 4 vies ont été perdues ce jour-là. 4 lives were lost that day. Toutes les 4 ont été emportées par des inondations soudaines dans une province qui n'est pas familière avec des conditions. Fire leaders from across Canada met this week in Halifax. We discussed how critical it is to work with our communities, residents, and government officials to address a changing emergency response, the needs to improve public safety information and education that are related to environmental emergencies, not simply wildfires. Fire smart principles combined with Indigenous forestry management need to be in place. We need to put more emphasis on retaining and recruiting our volunteer firefighters by bringing value to the contributions that they bring our communities. We recognize also the impact to mental wellness of our people. These are stressful, prolonged times, and we're just barely getting ourselves together when the next event happens. Il est triste et décevant qu'il y ait encore des gens et des industries qui remettent en question les impacts du changement climatique. The people of Nova Scotia have no question that we are experiencing climate change affecting our communities and our livelihoods. It was a privilege to share this message with you of our experiences and this group that is so committed to doing what is necessary to improve our world. Thank you for the privilege. Merci.